Did it go through? I'm not sure. What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? Yeah, my bad, y'all. I don't know what's going on. This whole YouTube stuff, man. Sometimes it gets frustrating, yo. It gets super, super frustrating. Yo, shout out to y'all in the chat. Shout out to Shaba Ranks in the building. Shout out to HM in the building. You already know. My bad, y'all. Yo, the links is crazy tonight, man. I'm flying this plane solo. Shout out to my brother Santana. He's away on vacation. I haven't spoke to him in about 2-3 days. I don't know what's going on, but he was supposed to get on tonight. So I hope that he's safe, and I hope that he's all right, and that everything is going to be cool with him. So while y'all here, make sure y'all hit that like button, mash that like button. Tell a friend to tell a friend, tell a friend. And welcome to episode 48. Episode 48. We got the big 50 episode coming up real soon. That's going to be real fly. I can't wait for y'all to see that. That's going to be real lit. We might have a special guest that show too. We might have a special guest. We're trying to set everything up. What's happening? Shout out to Raya in the building. Shout out. Shout out. I have to try. Have you tried? No. Never even heard of that. Put me on. Tell me what that is. Tell me what that is. Tell me what that is. HM in the building, showing love immediately. Oh yeah. I feel you. I feel you. Shout out to you though. Shout out to you. That's some real New York shit right there. Shout out to you though. Shout out to you. But you notice I didn't say the full words, right? So you caught me, but you know what I'm saying? I didn't put myself out there. So shout out to you though. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. That's what's up. I love them jokes. I love them good jokes. Again, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You already know what time it is, episode 48. All right, so let's get it cracking. Let's get it cracking. Let's get it cracking. I know we lost a little bit of time, so you know what? I'll probably just go straight to my must-see movies because we lost lost a little time on some of the segments. So going into our must-see segment, my must-see 3 movies. Movie number 1 is a must-see. All right, it's The Human Centipede. Came out in 2009. It was directed by Tom Sick. It stars Datter Laser, Ashlyn Yanni, Ashikoro Kintamuo, and Lawrence Harvey. Fire movie. It's a dope movie. It's a horror flick. And think of The Human Centipede. Think of it, right? It'll take on it'll take your imagination somewhere, and it's crazy, and it's a must see. I'm not going to tell y'all the movie, but it's a must see. So make sure y'all tap into The Human Centipede. Movie number two, The Best of the Best, came out in 1989. It was directed by Robert Rattler. Stars Eric Roberts, who happens to be that's the brother of Julia Roberts. So Eric Roberts, Philip Ray, Chris Penn happens to be the brother of Sean Penn, and James Earl Jones. You already know what it is. Oh, oh shit! What's up, Benzino? I don't look nothing like Benzino, but you know, thank you though. I appreciate it. But I look nothing like Benzino. No diss to the god, but I don't look nothing like Benzino. But chill. But yeah, it's a dope fire movie. It's about karate and it's about a karate team, U.S. team taking on the best fighters in the world, and they fight in like an Olympic tournament, and you have to watch the rest of the movie. It's a dope fire movie. Shout out to LOL Red Tiger. What's your favorite NFL team? Kansas City Chiefs, dog. Kansas City Chiefs. That's been my team ever since I was a little youngin', you know what I'm saying? So we've been trash for a long time, but now that we nice, I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. So damn, I see you showing off them biceps. Rolling 12, man. Come on, man. See you starting already, man. You see you starting already. Mine is the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks. Y'all need to do something about them. The uniforms is cool. I just can't stand y'all numbers. I can't stand y'all numbers, but y'all got a good team. Y'all got a good team. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got a good team. Y'all not trash. 49ers all day. Shout out to the Pain Kid. Rolling 12. Stop. Stop playing, man. Stop playing. Yeah, 49ers, you know what I'm saying? Y'all a good team, but y'all our little brothers, you know what I'm saying? At this point, y'all our little brothers. It's all good, you know what I'm saying? Y'all little brothers, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Y'all our little brothers, you know what I'm saying? We done beat y'all 2-0 for the Super Bowl, two in a row, but y'all still a good team though. You still a good team. Bro, like Timu Tyrese Halliburton. I don't know what that means. Shout out to Carl 101. I don't know what that means. I don't. And my third movie, let me shout out my third movie. That's a must see. My third must see movie is Adventure in Babysitting. Came out in 1987. Fire movie. It's a must see. If you get a chance to look it up on your whatever that you have, whether it's Netflix, you know, anything, whatever that you got, you know what I'm saying, Amazon, check out The Adventures of Babysitting. Stars Elizabeth Sue, Mia Britton, Keith Cogan, and Anthony Rapp. Dope movie, fire. It's a classic 1980s movie, a 80s movie about a babysitter who happens to, you know, have to babysit these rambunctious ass teenagers, and it takes a life of its own. I'm not going to spoil it for you, so make sure you check that out. Again, Adventures and Babysitting, The Best of the Best, and The Human Centipede. Make sure you tap into those three movies. Must see. All right, so moving on. What they said. Yeah, y'all stupid. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that like button. You see, cause what up, brother? What's good, man? What's popping? What's popping? Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you hit that like button. It was popping, man. Yeah, I just broke down my movies on the movies that are must see. So make sure y'all tap into those. Ash, how come T-Pain reads these comments? I don't know how he could read them. Like, I don't know what's going on with my brother Santana. He was supposed to be in tonight. He's on vacation, but where he's at on his vacation, he's supposed to be able to, you know what I'm saying, tune in, and be able to do the show from where he was at. But I don't know what's going on. I hope he's safe. I haven't heard from him since what's today? Today is Sunday. I haven't heard from him since like Wednesday. So I mean Thursday. That Thursday. So I hope that he's safe. I hope that everything is cool. Can you ban me for a moment? I've never been banned. I could hook you up. I could hook you up, but you know what I'm saying? We trying to get the show uh continues to move. Alright, so moving on, three must-hear albums. Three must-hear albums. We lost a little time, so I'm skipping a couple of the segments only because we lost a bit of a time because of the technical difficulties with YouTube. So I'm going into my three must-hear albums. Hi, my name is Kane. Shout out to Kane. Hit that like button, Kane. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Alright, my three must-hear albums. They're must-hear albums. They fire albums, whether it's hip-hop or R&B. First one, Raheem Devon. Love Beyond the Melody came out in 2008. Is a must-hear. Second album, Yo Gotti, I Am Hip-Hop. Came out in 2013. Must hear. All right. And my last must hear album is 112. Pleasure and Pain came out in 2005. It's a must hear album. So make sure you tap into that. Are you Egyptian? I could be. I'm not saying that haphazardly. Like it could be in my lineage because of, you know, my makeup and all that stuff. So I wouldn't doubt it. I found traces of some of my family that's originally from the Americas, from the tribes of America, and then there's roots of my on my mother's side of the family where there's roots that come from Africa. So even though that all melanated people don't come from Africa, especially Americans that are here of the land, but from my studies, part of my family, my father's side is from here, and my mother's side traces shows that it's from the motherland, but I still have to do more research. Those are some good albums. That's a fact. That's a fact. Those are the must-hear albums. So make sure y'all tap into those albums. All right. Classic show. This is a classic show. If you get a chance to tap into it, tap into it. It's a fire show. Me and my brother Santana been recommending y'all fire movies, fire albums, and fire shows. Make sure y'all tap in and let us know if when y'all see them, what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? We can have a full-blown discussion on it. All right. So the next, the must-see show is the A-Team. Not the movie, the show. The A-Team had 5 seasons, came out in 1983, stars George Papadard, Dwight Schultz, Mr. T, and Dirk Benedict. Fire movie. Obviously, it's the A-Team. If you never heard of the A-Team before, it's a team that goes from land to land, city to city, state to state, country to country, and they fight for the good guy. You know what I'm saying? They fight for the people who can't fight for themselves, and they restore order into the world. It's a dope fire show. Make sure y'all tap into the A-Team. What y'all talking about? I beat up a 7-foot ninja like we was the same height. Shout out to Tempo. Yo, hit that like button, Tempo. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to Brendan in the building. I beat up a straight dude. I beat up a dude straight out the pen. He was 220 and I was like 145. Oh, so we got some fighters in the building. Size mean nothing if you know how to fight, but if you don't, anyone got any training can work your ass. Pause. That's a fact. That's a fact, my brother. We do not differentiate between whites and blacks. You are from the West, my brother. I hear that. I hear that. I hear that. Yeah. Uh, so I just spoke about the classic shows, right? All right, cool. All right, so we moving on to the next segment. Time to rap is the time to rap segment. All right. For some reason, they think this is fashionable now. They got these new masks called rap mask. So they basically pull shiesty mask, and instead of just the mask itself, now we have your favorite rappers on these masks, and you could like basically wear their face. So they have the Kanye mask, they have the Pooh Shiesty mask, they have the Drake mask, they have the Meek Mill mask, they got the Diddy mask. So I don't get it. I don't see how, how's that conducive to things moving along in the world. So Yeah, so you know, at the end of the day, man, yo, be careful of your surroundings and peep game. Like, why would they put this out in the atmosphere that they want people to wear masks and be comfortable wearing other people's face? Like, be happy on wearing your face and being who you are. I just thought that was crazy. Uh, I'm from Flint, Michigan. Shout out to Michigan in the building. You know, my favorite university in college football, college basketball is the Michigan Wolverines. That is a fact. Who does? I don't know for Stanford. In ancient Egypt, the north was white and the south was black. Well, we don't like to say black on over here. We say melanated. Black is three-fourths of a person, three-fourths of a people, and we not that. So you know, we do melanated over here. Uh, we shared the lands. Shout out to Cena boy selling water, get shot in his face and robbed. She is disgusting. Yeah, that's crazy, y'all. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, so moving on. Florida woman gets 30 years in prison for stealing $20,000 worth of designer sunglasses, y'all. Tell me what y'all think about that in the chat. I think that's crazy. That's crazy. And what makes it even worse, they gave her a plea offer. Anytime you get arrested, anytime you really doing any real looking at any real jail time, they come to you with a plea offer majority of the time. So her plea offer would have put her in only for 3 years. She rejected the plea offer and said, "We're gonna fight this." She ended up losing the case and ended up getting sentenced for 30 years. The Wolverines did their thing in football this year. No cap. Of course, we always do our thing. We always do our thing. But for a while when Harbaugh got there, we wanted him out of there because we couldn't beat for some reason we couldn't beat Michigan State, Iowa, and of course that team, Ohio. You know what I'm saying? So, but he brought it on home. You know what I'm saying? After them few years, we start. You know, not only we was beating those teams, but we started abusing them teams, and of course we got Ohio in check. So you know what I'm saying? We got Ohio in check. 30 years for glasses is crazy. That is a fact. I was like, yo, how we get from 3 to 30? You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure she thought the same thing, but that lets you know like that the legal system is not meant for people who don't have money. You know what I'm saying? It's not meant for people that don't have money because you have a legal aid and them legal aids is really outmatched. They really outmatched. So you have to be cognizant on how you moving. And I feel sorry for this girl. I mean, she did the crime though. You did the crime. You gotta do the time. But at the same time, this is egregious. 30 years for sunglasses is egregious, and $20,000 worth of that's egregious. I mean, she could pay that. She's better off being out working and paying her restitution than being in for 30 years. And but I know what that's all about. Is when they send people to jail like this is about cheap labor. They don't care about her really paying that back. They really care about her working in jail for cheap labor for cents on the dollar, and and they got her for 30 years. So that's what that's really about. So I agree with y'all in the chat. That is disgusting. I just can't believe something like that. That's crazy. All right, moving on. The Al Sharpton, yeah, everybody know the public figure of Al Sharpton who've worked for and with melanated people for over 30 something years. Way longer than I've been a thought. So I would say over 30 some years. Come to find out, he's been a federal informant all these years. He's been a federal informant. So that makes me wonder, like, all the things that he's done that's supposed to be for the community, was it genuine? Because a man like that, and a man of his stature, you can't really question because of what he's meant to the community. Whether if it was losing in a losing battle, as long as he was there, it's like, damn, Al Sharpton's around. Like, yo, like it's like this is going to get attention. This is worth fighting for. But to come to find out that he's a federal informant, is this one of those things where they put out a story to knock another melanated man down, or this is just some real stuff that he's been an informant and he could have been in on anything? Who knows what he has told the the FBI over the years about other melanated people and how to, pretty much keep them in check because they got him in check. So that's scary when you got all these people who we hold so dearly into our community and what they say and how we should move when things happen. It gets you really to wondering, like, damn, like, is any of this shit really real? Like, I don't know about y'all, but for me, it really felt like we live in simulation. Like at the end of the day, like it just boggles my mind the people that's why they say never meet your heroes. I mean, he's never been my hero, but I can respect the work that he's put down and he's tried to do and he's been in the forefront. But it makes me believe that now that he's an FBI informant or had been an FBI informant, that he was planted there. He was put there to say, okay, y'all could kick up some noise, but like when it gets serious, y'all pipe it down. And if you got the person who basically could go anywhere, because like let's keep it real, Al Sharpton could go sit in any room and get information and give information in any room based on his reputation, based on the fact that he's been putting in this work, or would it seem that he's been putting in this work all these years. And now it makes you like sit back and wonder, like, damn, was he really working for the betterment of people that look like me and him, for betterment of all people, for the betterment of elevating, or really just keeping us at bay? Like, yeah, I'm here so we can fight the good fight, but at the end of the day, we're not gonna do jack shit. And that's what makes me feel, that's how I feel when I hear that Al Sharpton had been a federal informant. Al helped get MLK knocked off. That's what they've been saying, man. I never trusted Al. Had an officer call back up on me sleeping at Walgreens to bro kick rocks. YouTube changed my name from Evelyn to Isaac Cappy. Invited to party. Garfield Park. Secret rooms. Who changed and everything. Told them all videos was deleted. Isaac Cappy jumped off the bridge a week later. Convenience, I think not. That's a great analysis, Brendan. Great analysis. Tempo as well too. Shout out to Evelyn Ivy. Shout out to you. That's a fact. That's a fact. See, at the end of the day, like, we have to, like, timing is everything. And we have to be very cognizant on when things happen, why is this the most important thing that they really trying to stress, and what are they trying to get us away from? Because this thing that they really stress, they only stress it like for really like a couple days, and then it takes a life on its own for like a couple weeks. But while that's going on in the main eye, there's some stuff on the side that they moving and grooving over here that's just completely went over our head because we're focusing on the story. What's been going on for over the last month? They've been talking about P. Diddy. They've been talking about, all the things that he's been, have going on and blah, 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 blah. But Al Sharpton is an informant, but it's not publicized the way, oh, they raiding Diddy's homes and all this other nonsense that they've been talking about. So timing is everything. So it's like, yeah, this is some real stuff that's happening there's some real stuff happening here, but we're gonna talk about this bullshit over here that is gonna make people talk about it. And but this the real shit right here. But yeah, like and it's just so crazy. And I think we have to do a better job at waning BS because all this is a spin. They spin all of this. I like to call it the chicken sandwich. It's like every couple of years they come out with this amazing chicken sandwich. The thing that they're talking about. Oh, you gotta taste it. Oh, it got the ghost pepper seasoning and with the secret sauce and all this stuff. And the lines go around the corner, but then it'll be some, oh, we're changing the law for gun control over here. We're going to change the financial, we want to change a tax law that you're going to pay more in taxes. Like, so what if you already, been paying a lot in taxes already? You're not going to bring as much home this year. So what? We got a new chicken sandwich for you. So I call that the chicken sandwich. It's like that thing where it gets you off one thing and focus from the real thing. So yeah, they trying to distract us. It's all mind game. That is a fact. That is a fact. Cardi pink in the grips, but your daddy. So back up to bed. Take it. Okay. Shout out to John. John, what the tragic? Please never rap again. Brother Christ, I wasn't rapping. Thank God. Okay, but whatever you do it, don't do it no more. Yeah, so it's just very interesting. Y'all gotta be very cognizant of messaging and timing. And when things like this happen and things like this is said, it just screams to me like, what is the end game? I'm very big on end games. So it's like when they have something out, it's like, what are they really trying to get into? So the craziest thing is like a triangle, right? I know it's probably going over some of y'all head, but some of y'all are tapped into what I'm saying. It's like a triangle, right? So it's like this, the chicken sandwich is the real shit going on over here. And by the time we focus on the real shit, the end game, the checkmate is something all the way over here. So be very cognizant of messaging and timing, y'all. Be very cognizant of that. Yeah, man, we really awake all these people claiming they woke, but they really the ones asleep at the wheel. That is a fact. But see, the thing is, it's not, you know, what's crazy? I'm not even gonna lie to you. When I was like a teenager, all the things that people that was in my life that was trying to put me on game, I wasn't trying to hear none of that. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to go to school, get girls, try to play sports. I ain't trying to do nothing. But as you get older, these things that's going on really affect your everyday life. And it doesn't just affect you. It affects everybody around you. And it affects everybody differently. Like me personally, I'm not trying to bring y'all down or nothing, but I've lost a few friends due to them feeling worthless and feeling that the world was really kicking their ass, and they took their own lives. They committed suicide. So these things that's going on in the world, imaging, the news, the timing of it has an adverse effect on everybody, and it hits people differently. So these are why these things matter opposed to when we was younger. When we was younger, it was like, yeah, that ain't no big deal. But when you start losing people because they don't feel the self-worth based on what the imaging that they putting out, then that's a very serious thing, because these people that lose their life or take their life, I should say, they had something to give to the world. One of my friends that took his life, he was a National Honor Society member since we was in high school. Super duper smart. And he had children on top of that, like later on, of course. And he just had so much to give to the world. And he was a genuinely good dude. So be very cognizant of what's going on, because it affects everybody differently, and it affects us as people. And yo, life is abrupt. Yo, you're here today and going tomorrow. I'm not trying to bring us down, but I'm just trying to get us to understand between messaging and timing, y'all. Chicken sandwich, the real shit, and the end game. So make sure y'all stay prepared for that. Life is short. Get right with God. Shout out to Wing Mindset. That's a fact. Yeah, man, I was bullied so bad at school. I got mistreated in kindergarten. Some people are just so cold and heartless. It's just tragic. Stay blessed, my brother. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. And you know what's crazy? Um, that's crazy. You say you was bullied in the beginning, or bullied growing up, or in kindergarten, I should say. People people that was bullied and mistreated earlier in their life, they go down two different roads. One road is they get older, they get strong, and they become everything that that bully was. Hurt people, hurt people. But there's the other side that of those people that build themselves up, get strong, and become sympathetic to people who are not in position to fight for themselves, and they become the protector, if that makes sense. um, because they know what it's like to be in that position. They're not far removed from that position. I mean, believe it or not, even though that we're grown, when we think of ourselves, we think from ourselves from our earliest traumas, then on. So it's funny that you say that, because you could definitely be the person that builds yourself up, do all the do all the things that it takes to build yourself up, be strong for yourself, and be the protector for people that can't protect themselves. So it's always those two different roads that people that have gone through stuff like that have gone, have are like that. Like me personally, my family, we grew up struggling. You know what I'm saying? Like probably a lot of you out there, I grew up struggling. So when I go to, like, say if I go to the corner store, I don't throw something on, but I throw something on, and people would think like, yo, like, damn, you look nice, you dressed up. I'm like, this ain't dressed up. No, 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 no. I thank you. I look nice. Everything match. Everything is complete. But this is slight right here. I gets busy when I'm going out, right? But because growing up, I wasn't able to get all the things that I wanted. Some of the things that I want to say, I think my parents got me everything that me and my brother, everything that we needed, even though it wasn't like, yeah, I'm about to tell you a little bit about my childhood. Like, you know how you get, like, my mother would get us clothes, my father would get us clothes, but it wouldn't be name brand. So we got what we needed, but not the things that we wanted. So because of that, all my clothes is name brand and of such, and it's mainly because growing up without, in that regard. You see what I'm saying? So when people, it has adverse effects. So just be very cognizant of that, y'all. Told my mama, she didn't believe me, so it continued till we moved. Yeah, man, that's uh, what's crazy about being a parent? Because I'm also a father as well. There's no book to parenting, and you give your parents grace. Like once you become a parent, it'd be like, damn, they probably really didn't, like, they knew, but they didn't understand the extent of it, because the way your parents see you. You see what I'm saying? So it's hurtful that she didn't believe you. I'm pretty sure of that, and I'm pretty sure if she could redo that, she would probably rectify that as well. Scroll up. Uh, Told my mom she didn't believe me. Blah blah blah. Just yeah. Yeah, man. So it when you know better, you do better, because you can't unlearn something, and that just don't go for physical traits. That go for mentality and spiritual traits as well. All right, moving on, moving on. I got his jersey on. I got his jersey on. Allen Iverson. I don't know if y'all seen the unveiling of the Allen Iverson trophy. My bad. The Allen Iverson statue from the 76ers. The 76ers, they, tributed, or they made Allen Iverson statue, and it was like this big, bro. Like, pause. you could do this to the Allen Iverson statue, like it was puny, right? And it's a big outrage on it for what Allen Iverson did for the 76ers. That thing that they tribute to him, they should have gave him that as a trophy, like a lifetime trophy from the 76ers. But up on further research, all their classic players or their top players of the organizations, they all have small statues on the way to like their practice, because this is more so for like the practice facility, so or their practice area. So all their top players have these small I keep saying trophy because it's the size of a trophy, y'all. Like if you ever played basketball in New York City, it was basically that. You know what I'm saying? But not trying to diss my brother Allen Iverson, because I'm not dissing him. I'm trying to defend that he deserves more and deserves better. That the statue was like, it was a dope design of a statue, but it was just small. I don't care if it was for the practice facility. Allen Iverson, when you think of the 76ers, you think of Allen Iverson. So that thing needs to be crazy big, pause. So still a big whack to the 76ers, or they should have did a better job in revealing his statue and where it was located. But even for Allen Iverson, it still should be bigger, pause. So yeah, I was misled instead of not mistreated. But yeah, this is great advice. Thank you. You already know, Brendan. You already know, man. You already know. All right, moving on. Vice President Kamala Harris announces that loans will be forgiven regardless of income and if you didn't graduate. So regardless of your loans, they're gonna forgive it. What did I just say? Chicken sandwich, timing, and the real shit in Endgame, right? So Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris will forgive your loans, right? What's the real shit? We don't know yet. What's the end game? They want to win the presidency. See what I'm saying? So they got that chicken sandwich, and think of it, the timing, right? We're damn, we in April. We in April already. The election is coming up. The election is coming up, y'all. So they making sure that this announcement is front and center for April, because they know before we look up, it's going to be September. The year is going by fast. So again, what did I just say? Chicken sandwich, timing, real shit, end game. Can't make this stuff up, y'all. Can't make this stuff up. I don't even try to make this stuff up. Can't make this up. Trump 2024. Yeah, man, like, yo, I'm trying to tell you. So they trying to get votes. They're trying to get votes. Forgive your loans, right? For people that live here, right? They trying to gain more votes with the migrants, right? Come here. Now they got all types of programs where migrants now could get apartments, free apartments at that, for the next 2 years. Especially if they go to certain cities, they get free rent for 2 years, right? Some migrants, if they have a certain amount of people in their family, they will qualify for a house where they don't have to pay any mortgage, no mortgage interest at all. The only time they pay back the loan for that house is when they sell the house. So if they sell the house later on, then they pay basically what the house is sold and the interest on that, which is not going to be crazy. And more than likely, they're not going to sell that house. So, at the end of the day, they trying to what? Gain votes. They also passed another law where now migrants could carry guns now. This is real stuff. Y'all can look this stuff up. This is real stuff, y'all. They trying to gain votes. Again, what I say, chicken sandwich, timing, real shit in game. Crazy. Just dropped 50 on a blind. He ain't see it coming. Search it up, Adam. Shout out to Adam C in the building. Shout out to the quiet kid. Hit that like button, y'all. Shout out to Boo Kizzy. Okay. Okay, what is it? Oh, here we go. Yeah, so interesting. All right. Moving on. This is a little weird. They won't release his name. It's this sex doctor. They won't release his name. I guess they doing like the big unveil, right? But there's a doctor that he's out, new doctor or whatever. He's not new, but he's new to the public eye. So he's saying he's a sex doctor. He's saying that men should have sex 21 times a month. What y'all think about that? They said men should have sex 21 times a month. Appreciate that, Adam. Appreciate that, Adam C. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. So what do y'all think about that? The doctor says that men should have sex 21 times a month. I know most men will probably be like, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then you have another group of men that's been out here preaching like celibacy and celibacy and semen retention. And here's my take on it, right? If you're a dude, I'm a dude. I can't tell y'all what to do with y'all meat. Pause, right? It's very weird when you hear a man tell another man what he should do with his meat. Pause. It's like, what are you doing, right? If you want to clap cheeks, clap cheeks. The doctor just said men are supposed to have sex 21 times a month. So what that really means, you're supposed to bust at least 21 nuts a month. Pause. Don't let another guy tell you to semen semen retention or be celibate. If you're gonna do that, do it for yourself, yo. Don't have another man tell you that. If you're gonna do that, do the research and find out the benefits of semen retention. Find out the benefits of celibacy. Right? Find out the benefits. Do it for yourself. But it's just weird that a dude would tell another dude, like this doctor, for example, he don't have to tell me to have sex 21 times a month. You don't have to tell me that. I'm not out here bragging and boasting. I'm already doing that. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no doctor to tell me that. Something I already knew. Crazy? So, fellas, do your own research. And if you want to clap cheeks, clap cheeks. If you have a girlfriend or a wife, not just a rainbow woman, other quiet kid, celibacy is gold. But see, I don't know you personally, right? It's nothing wrong with celibacy, semen retention, but understand and do your own research and what the benefits that it will have for you. So as men, like, our bodies are different individually. So what work for you won't work for me and vice versa. You see what I'm saying? So we can't speak of as if we have the same bodies. We're different. There's guys out here that could have sex with girls raw, shoot up the club, everything, and girls will not get pregnant because their semen is not strong enough. But there's other of us who could shoot up the club and everybody get pregnant. You know what I'm saying? So do what works for you is my point. You know what I'm saying? Do what works for you. What do you think about that? What the doctor says? It's a personal choice. I hear you. It's a fact. It's a personal choice. That's the point I'm making. It's a personal choice. Like when you hear the doctor say it, the doctor is saying it, right? He's saying that we're supposed to, right? I don't need no doctor to tell me I'm supposed to. I'm doing that regardless. But there are benefits to semen retention. There are benefits of cleansing yourself by going through what I said earlier, on being celibate. There's benefits to it, right? But again, it's a personal choice. Yo, shout out to the quiet kid. My my semen would probably produce the Messiah. That's funny. Shout out to Plain Bubble in the building. Shout out to you. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. I used to have a particular girlfriend that way. I was younger. We would do it like 7 times a day. Yeah, bro. At the end of the day, y'all said it in the chat. I've been screaming this. It's a personal decision on what you want to do with your body. But don't tell another dude like, yo, you having sex, bro? Pfft, you tripping. Like, you supposed to be celibate. You're supposed to semen retention. Like, what is you doing? It's a personal choice. Personal choice. We're not units. It doesn't work for all men. We're all different, and some of us have way more testosterone than the next. So it's a personal choice. All right. Moving on to my last segment of the night. Keep the lie alive. Keep the lie alive. I want to say this. I want to say this. Perception is everything. It's everything. But perception is not necessarily the truth. I say that to say this. As y'all know at this point, what's the best way to say this? As y'all know at this point that O.J. Simpson just passed away, right? Just passed away. R.I.P. to O.J. Simpson. Hope he sleeps in peace, right? The perception of him doesn't match the proof of who he is as a man. So what is true of O.J. Simpson is that he was a man. He played football. He was a father. He was a son. Not necessarily in that order, but y'all get my point, right? So I watched another podcast that I was like really a fan of. Like I followed them and everything, right? The podcast is called Double Toasted. They do movie review podcast. They do movie reviews. They roast movies and all that stuff. So I was really watching a podcast. I was really a fan of their show, but they kept speaking in the terms of as OJ was guilty of murdering his wife. Me, you, the viewing public, them, and the rest of the world don't know that for sure, right? But he was not guilty in the case. So all this supposed evidence or substantial evidence, no matter how you view it, no matter how you look at it, whether you look at him as a murderer, no matter what you think happened, you can't present a person as a murderer because they was acquitted of a charge. So perception versus reality, right? So same thing with George Zimmerman, right? He was let off. But the difference is we heard this man kill this kid, Trayvon Martin. We heard it. But when they speak of George Zimmerman, they don't say murderer George Zimmerman, right? They don't throw all types of dirt on his name that he deserved, that he's earned, right? But there's pictures ever since the murder that he's been out here signing Skittles. So the perception and the reality for George Zimmerman doesn't match. Same thing with O.J. Simpson, it doesn't match. The reason why I bring up the Double Toasted podcast is because they was on there talking about as he did it, as they, like they knew, like they was there, like they was there with Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman. That the Juice is out here murdering, yeah, and they speaking as if he murdered, and then they try to cover up a couple times by saying allegedly. But if you've seen their episode on O.J. Simpson, they were speaking as if this man was guilty, not realizing this man still has kids that's walking this earth that's affected that lost a mother and have to deal with the perception of their father being the murderer because some people are saying that. When George Zimmerman, who actually did the murder, did he get taken in for another case to get his stuff, as far as because O.J. Simpson, the Ron Goldman family, they took him back to court for like finances and things of that nature, right? You didn't see Trayvon Martin's family receive money, and this man actually killed their son. Not just evidence; it was a full confession. You heard the tapes, you heard him say it, and why he did it, right? But perception is not reality. So it's a very scary place. The scariest place that you could live is somebody else's mind. That's the scariest place that you could live, because let's say, for example, you pay all your bills on time. You go out, you have a good time, but somebody that's looking at you be counting your pockets, be like, damn, bro, like, can I hold $800, bro? You could tell me that you don't have it. I'm saying I got it, but I ain't giving it to you. And ain't nothing wrong with saying that. Ain't nothing wrong with moving like that, because you got people that will count your pockets because of their perception. You got people that will murder you because of your perception, because of their perception. He got it. He didn't want to give it to me. Like, yo, that's grimy. Perception. So that's the scariest place that you can live in anybody's mind. I mean, that's the scariest place that you could live, is in somebody's mind, is in their own perception. So perception is not necessarily reality. It's perception, but perception is everything, yo. And based on what people perceive of you, they're going to go with that. If you get a chance to talk to them, you might be a different person in their eyes. What they said 911 dispatch told him not to approach. They gave OJ excessive sentence of 10 years for getting his stolen goods back because they couldn't get it for the murder. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. I've never heard, even the way they framed it. He went to go back to get his stuff. They said he's being charged for stealing his own stuff. I've never heard of that. That was some new rule they made up. But again, perception is somewhat reality, because perception is everything. So be careful in living in somebody else's perception. Because I had somebody tell me, like, I lost my dad, right? And me and my father was real close. Like, we was real close. Like, we was more like brothers than like father and son. So when he died, people that didn't know me, but they knew of me. They knew of me, right? When, you somebody's child, they know of you, right? They didn't know me, but they've heard all of these stories about me that would make them like, yo, ashes. You know what I'm saying? Some of the stories are true. You know what I'm saying? Some of the stories are true, but I'm still a man. I'm still a man at the end of the day. And what I mean by that is this. I had situations in my life that I had to deal with front and center. And I had to do it in a way where I had to be aggressive. And if I wasn't aggressive, I wouldn't have made it out those certain situations. This is not something I'm bragging about. This is something that I had to deal with. But because of how I deal with it, it took on a different perception from people like, yo, he's street, yo, he's hood. But when you actually sit down and have a conversation with me, you'll be like, damn, like, yo, Ash is cool. Like, yo, my perception. So I had over 3 people, both men and women, come up to me and be like, man, after sitting down talking to you, bro, like I thought you was like completely different from what I heard and things of that nature. I thought you was like a wild dude. And the only time in my past that people would see me be super aggressive is when I'm being protective of myself and the people around me, right? And understanding the moment, understing that I won't let you play me. I won't let you play anybody that I care about neither. I will check you. And there won't be nothing you could do about it. But there's another side of me as well who is, I'm a think first kind of guy, but I know how to activate, right? But again, I do it with all righteousness. I do it against that I feel of people trying to take advantage of the people that I care about and myself. So when people were saying that, their perception and their hesitation was like, yeah, nah, this dude look crazy. He got a little size on him too. Nah, hell no. But when they actually sat down and spoke to me, they realized that I'm a human being. I'm a man. You know what I mean? Like, I really care about things, and I'm really passionate about things. So, and I have to be that way for people who move shaky, so that they understand that they can't play. So, perception is a very real thing, y'all. You get them for the murder. Remember that, bro. Blah blah blah. For real, when I was doing well financially, had lots of people hating on me. So, what you saying about the perception? Facts. I hate slimy people who think that they come and take and earn money. To me, that's the scum of the earth. That's a fact. I've had to learn how to tell the people around me that I thought cared about me first. No. I had to learn how to tell them no. Whether it was money, whether it was peace of mind, whether it was understanding, no. Because they really energy vampires out there that will take your energy, take your money, and they'll move on. They don't even think about you. Because your problems is not their problems. And their problems, they trying to make it your problems. So don't let people do that to you. Shout out to Susie. Do you have a girlfriend? No, I have girlfriends, right? Friends who are women, you know what I'm saying? But I don't have a significant other. Nice retro jersey, my guy. Appreciate you. I appreciate you, my brother. Randy G. Hit that like button, my brother. Yeah, so just wrapping up a little bit. Perception is a very scary thing, especially it's most scary when you in other people's perception. Shout out to Jensen. Shout out to Susie. How old are you, bro? I'm 32. I said my age last episode, and y'all probably y'all wouldn't believe me, but hey, it is what it is, man. I'm 39 years old. 39. 39 years old. Yes, yes, yes. And I'm most proud of is that I have, at the end of the month, was going to be a 21-year-old daughter. So that lets you know, I've been active in these, you know what I'm saying, out here, you know? So my daughter's going to be 21 at the end of the month. So, yeah, 39 years old. Very proud of that. Yes, 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 yes. I accomplished a lot, and I still got more to accomplish. And so do y'all. So do y'all. So do y'all. So I lived through some things. I've been through some things. And people who are my age and older, younger, just people that are living life could benefit from my experiences, and I could benefit from y'all experiences on what y'all learned and what y'all gone through in your journey as well. Appreciate that, my brother. Appreciate that. The secret is drinking water, staying away from bread, rice, meat, pause, and yeah, stay away from a whole bunch of sugars. No fast foods, but lots of water though. Lots of water. I don't drink. I don't smoke. Yeah. Baby age ain't nothing but a number. What is your favorite color? I got red, dog, red. Yeah, red is my favorite color. But for some reason, I refuse to buy a red car. I refuse to buy a red car. I love to drive white cars. So it's kind of killing me right now that I have a black car. Like my last 3 cars have been white. And then when I went to go get a brand new one, they didn't have my whip in white. I was tight. So they was like, yo, but we got the black John. You know what I'm saying? So I end up, dipping with the Black Panther on them. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Yeah, I drink 20 cups of water a day. I'm the same. I refuse to buy a red car. And I also own some businesses, right? So one of the businesses is a tax business, right? So I have a lot of police officers, that come to get their taxes done, and they say, yo, people that get pulled over the most is people in red cars. So that's another reason why I stay away from the red cars. But there's nothing more fire to me than a white, clean whip. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, the ladies love the black whip. You know what I'm saying? They love the black, but I love the white, though. But I got the black whip, though. You appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you. Shout out to Bay 501 Bay in the building. Shout out. Yeah, y'all. So, again, man, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all been an absolute fun blast, man. I want to shout out the Patreon. Make sure y'all go to patreon.com. Can the Brothers Get a Rap podcast? Shout out to my brother Santana. That's also my co-host. He's normally with me. If y'all go back and watch the rewatch of the videos or my lives, my shorts, he's my co-host. That's my brother from another mother. He's normally here with me. He's out on vacation and he's having all types of issues, where he's at in another country as far as being able to get on live. So haven't spoke to him in a couple days, so I hope that he's good. Been trying to reach out to him, so I hope that he's good. Are you live tomorrow? I'm not scheduled to be on live, but I might go on live tomorrow. I might do that tomorrow. Talking to me. Shout out to K-Mon. So I might come on live tomorrow as a special episode or something like that. So I definitely might come on live tomorrow. But regular scheduled program every Thursday, every Sunday. Can the Brothers Get a Rap at 10:30 every Thursday, every Sunday. Shout out to the sponsors of the show. Shout out to Bravo Section. Shout out to Button Snaps. And shout out to OUV Records. Y'all see the logo in the back. Shout out to OUV Records. If you're interested in becoming one of the sponsors of the show, hit my Instagram at Ashley Lovechild. Again, hit my Instagram at Ashley Lovechild if you're interested in becoming one of the sponsors. If you got, product to promote, if you have a dope message that you want to promote, hit me up on Instagram at Ashley Lovechild. Again, I might do a special live tomorrow. I don't know the time, so hit that subscribe button so y'all stay tapped in and tuned in to when I come on. And again, every Thursday, every Sunday at 10:30 p.m. Again, 10:30 p.m. Did I miss anything? Again, shout out to OUV Records. You go to the Instagram at OUV Records, where the label's motto is create, document, and inspire. You can stay in tune with the latest music and the latest merchandise Also, again, we mentioned Bravo section. Go to bigbravosection.com if you're in the Miami area to book a fire photo session with one of the best photographers in the world. What happens to be my brother Santana right here. You see that guy right there? Yeah, that's him. And again, button snaps. You could go on button snaps, original content, movies, documentaries for your viewing pleasure of $4.99 a month. And you already know, you know what I'm saying? What city are you, I guess, in? I'm in the state of Florida. I'm in Florida, so you know what I mean? I'm in Florida, but I'm from Brooklyn, born and raised in Brooklyn. You already know. A real Brooklyn person always say Brooklyn. We never say New York. We don't say New York. We say Brooklyn. All right, it's a different place. I'm from Brooklyn. Uh, and yeah, man. So again, we'll be back. I'll be back. You already know what it is. Again, I'm gonna see y'all special episode tomorrow, and then I'll be back again with my brother Santana Thursday at 10:30. It's love, man. It's always love. Yo, shout out to Pittsburgh. 412 vibe in the building. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. I'm in Oliver. Alvarado. You mean Colorado? Or I think you meant I've never heard of that place, but I think I think you meant to say Colorado, so I'm gonna say Colorado. That's litty. That's litty. But y'all, I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow, special live. Make sure y'all tap in, tune in, hit that subscribe button. And it's love all day.